Someday I prove just what I said. I'm a first special kind. For while he was on the cross, thank God I was on his mind. That's why I sing.
When he was on the cross, you and I were on his mind. You and I were on his mind. And what an awesome way to begin. What a beautiful song. One of my absolute favorites this Christmas season as we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. And here we are. What a blessing to be here. One more day to make a difference, to make a living, to make a positive impact, to be our brothers and our sisters' burden, to carry our brothers and our sisters' burden, that is. And it's a beautiful, beautiful experience of life that we get to live, right? And sometimes, though, as awesome as it is and as amazing as it is, as much as a blessing as it is, it does get heavy. It gets heavy. We get heavy. And so, we definitely have to be mindful of taking the time that we need to regroup, reset, refresh, and do what we need to do to regain that energy and all of that strength that we need to continue, right? Whatever it is that fills our cup. We spend so much time filling up other people's cups, that we sometimes forget to fill up our own cup. And it's very important to remember that we cannot fill any other cup from an empty cup. We can't have an empty cup. We can't afford to because we pour into others so much. We're givers, and it's like I said, it's amazing, and I wouldn't do anything else. But we definitely have to make sure that we stop, take a breather, think, release, whether we want to laugh, cry, whatever it is, and then get back to it. I always say, I remember someone told me, you're allowed to feel bad. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to do all of that for a moment. You just can't stay there. You got to keep it moving and just do what you got to do to be your best self all over again. Right. So with that all being said, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are listening from. Thank you for joining Yes with Yesse this Thursday afternoon, Thursday right before Christmas. So I'm excited. I always get excited for Christmas. Ya estoy vieja. I'm old, but I always get excited for Christmas. And we get excited when we know that, or when we understand that it's not about the gifts. It's not about the gifts. It's not about that. It's the celebration, why we're celebrating Christmas, being with family, being with friends, being at church, and just that overall celebration and unity of togetherness. That's what it's all about. So I'm excited. It is officially this coming weekend. So I look forward to seeing so many of you here at New Season Worship Center. We'll be here on Sunday at 10 a.m. And it's going to be absolutely awesome as always. So we look forward to seeing you here 10 a.m. on Sunday, 4660 North University Drive, Lauderhill, Florida, 33351. And of course, here on social media as well. So we look forward to seeing you. Good evening, Sister Mina. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Eric, I see you. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I'm trying, Eric. I'm trying, definitely in the Christmas spirit. And when you're around, in the community and you're with the kids and, so many things, it's kind of like, they help you, I should say. I'm going to say they help you be in the Christmas spirit and be jolly and have fun with them. And it really gives so much joy when you see their innocence and the way they believe, as we all should. So it's really awesome. So yes, definitely in a festive mood. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. And so I'm curious. I'm always curious to learn of different cultures and different things. I know for us at home, we'll have family in town and all of that. And it'll be a couple days of cooking. Not me, but it'll definitely be a couple days of cooking starting tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow is Friday, so we're going to be cooking tomorrow. And then I'll be doing some pickups. And then traditionally we eat Christmas Eve. We have Christmas Eve dinner. So they spend the whole day cooking and doing all that wonderful stuff. Then that evening of the 24th or late afternoon, we have dinner. And then traditionally for us, when we were growing up, we would open Christmas gifts the 24th, at midnight, right? Literally 12 a.m. Boom. Christmas tree, opening the gifts, yeah, as Santa Claus already made it down the chimney. And then the next day was just kind of eating breakfast or eating for breakfast, whatever we had for dinner the previous night on the 24th. Cocolong, lechon, pork, the rice, the whole thing, like pork sandwiches. Like my mom always went all out. So we had that for breakfast on the 25th, and it was a chill day. It was a chill day, just hanging out at home or whatnot. It was just like a regular day, just chilling with family at home. So I think this year will be a little similar to that tradition again. And now we have a little one, so it'll be a little bit more fun when you have kids, right? When you have kids involved in the family, it's definitely a little more fun. So yeah, I'm excited, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you all for joining. Eric, I see you. Nikina, I see you. Brother Philip, I see you. Thank you guys for joining. Sister Felicia, I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I am logged on Yes with Yesse Facebook group, Yes with Yesse, and of course my page, Yesse Leva. So if you're on YouTube as well, welcome everybody, and definitely follow Yes with Yesse, and you can see all my shenanigans and all my crazy stuff in the community and so much more. So yes, okay, we are getting there. We are Christmas mode, holiday, festive. We are going to turn our frowns upside down and be have joy, because there's always something grateful or something to be grateful for, something to be joyous about, even the little things, especially the little things. So definitely always have to take a moment to just breathe, think about the goodness of God, think about what we do have, who we have in our lives still today, and be grateful. Be grateful for every opportunity, every moment, every second of every day. So the first song I'm going to play for you guys is Agradecido, which is grateful, thankful, agradecido. And then we're going to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, as we try to definitely stay in the Christmas spirit, stay joyful, and know that it is a time of joy, a time of celebration, a time of family and all of that awesome stuff. So good evening. Thank you for joining Yes with Yesse. Please do me a favor, share the broadcast. Let others know that we are here on the final episode of Yes with Yesse for 2023. Ay, Dios mío. And then here we are. Mona, good evening. Thank you for joining. Rosa, I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. And so, yeah, we'll be doing it all over again. Pero it is the final one for 2023. What a year. Super duper grateful. And I hope that you guys have been enjoying all of our shenanigans here in New Season Gospel FM. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started con Agradecido, one of my favorite songs, of course.
From the moment that I rise, I got blue skies chasing down those storm clouds in my way. There's a joy uncompromised over my life, and everything starts with me giving thanks. Ooh, the overflow of a grateful soul unlocks the door and lets praises roll. I can't help but thank you, Lord, for every blessing you pour over me, over me. I can't help but dancing like a fool because of how you set me free. Can't help but sing. Agradecido, agradecido, agradecido. You have been so good to me. Agradecido, agradecido, agradecido. It's a free fall into grace. Ooh, yeah. Every day, cada día, as I let go of my anxious mind. Oh, you changed my point of view to seek you, raining down your favor on my life. The overflow of a grateful soul unlocks the door and let's praise the Lord. I can't help but thank you, Lord, for every blessing you pour over me, over me. I can't help but dancing like a fool because of how you set me free. Agradecido, agradecido, agradecido. You have been so good to me. Agradecido, agradecido, agradecido. It's how I wanna live my life. Yo quiero vivir mi vida, every moment thankful. Oh, it's how I wanna live my life. Yo quiero vivir mi vida, every moment agradecido. Canta conmigo. Agradecido, 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 agradecido. You have been so good to me. Agradecido, 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 agradecido. You have been so good to me. Agradecido, agradecido. La gente dice agradecido. All the people say you have been so good to me. Agradecido, 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 agradecido.
Agradecido, agradecido, because you have been so good to me. Yes, absolutely. As we should always be grateful, because there's always something good in everything that happens, and everything, and even something that's so good. Something good comes out of that thing that we're like, ugh, you know. So always something to be grateful for. And so this holiday season, I definitely want to reflect and think back of the things that I have to be grateful for, the good times, my health, my family, church family, the turnarounds. I'm grateful that I'm not where I used to be, and I'm grateful for where I'm going to the future for what God has for me. And so I'm grateful. And as I look back into this year, I'm thinking, it's been some good, some good, the bad and the ugly, but more good than anything else. And I'm so grateful for that, from health, my health. I thank God for my health every day. 2 years ago, I couldn't say the same thing. 2 years ago or so, I was very ill in the hospital. I didn't know what was going to happen. I lost my ability to walk, literally, so much. And so to think about that situation alone, to where I am now, where my health is, and I'm good. So I give thanks to God for that. I came to church this afternoon when I got here, and I said the first thing, I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored, because I don't want to think of anything else. I am blessed and highly favored. And that's exactly how we should respond and what we should claim for ourselves, and definitely for those around us. We are blessed and highly favored. So I am grateful for every opportunity, for family and for friends that I've had the opportunity to see this year, just for so much, for being able to spend Christmas and the holidays with my family and church family. I'm grateful. All of those things that, I have definitely learned not to take anything and anyone and any second of the day for granted. Tomorrow's never promised, guys. Tomorrow is never promised. So we have to live in the moment, and know that you don't know what's going to happen a second later. So live in the now, live in the moment, and be grateful. Be grateful, and no grudges. No grudges. Be grateful. So let's continue with that thankful attitude, that attitude of gratitude. And here I'm going to play one of my favorite ones that I think is definitely a tradition for us this Christmas season. I think I played it for you guys last week, but I'm playing it again. It is Feliz Navidad. So Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas to everyone, to you and to yours, everyone listening around the world of New Season Gospel FM. Merry Christmas to you and yours con esta cancioncita, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad.
Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and prosperity, all in one. Absolutely. Sister Stacy says, I used to mess this song all kinds of up, thinking I could speak in Espanol. Definitely. Actually, it probably is a song that people use, to practice their Spanish. So I hear. So absolutely, I definitely believe that. So Feliz Navidad to everyone listening all across our social media platforms. Feliz Navidad. And I hope that you guys are enjoying our Yes with Yesse episode tonight. Just, here talking, enjoying some time, and playing some awesome Christmas songs for you. Christmas songs, canciones, coitos, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And before we played that last song, someone said, yes, emotional intelligence, growth, a mindset shift, surrounded by love. I'm grateful. That was Charlene Lavie, Miss Lavie, love you, girl. Definitely, that's what it's all about. Emotional intelligence, and it's at that moment when we learn that it's about that emotional intelligence and being surrounded by everything that we just mentioned. That's when we see a difference, right? That's when we see a shift in how we respond to the different situations or life happenings. On our day-to-day life, really. And so interesting to read that, because what I wanted to mention tonight is three things, right? Three words that I felt connected to, in a sense, when we talk about mind shift and what we're going through now. It kind of feels like everyone's going through something, right? Everyone is going through something, whether we talk about it or not, but it's kind of like it's there, you can feel it, right? And all you can do is just kind of be there for each other, pray for each other, and do the best that we can with what we have, and give the best we can to each other, to one another, right? I believe that what one is lacking, the other one has, right? So that's why it's so important to be in community with each other, so that we can pull each other up, help each other, inspire each other, motivate each other, push each other to be the best version of ourselves. So when I'm thinking about those three words, I think about choose, connect, and communicate. Choosing, connect, and communicate. The 3 C's, right? The 3 C's. And so a lot of times we spend so much time kind of hiding our feelings for so long. We become like kind of numb to them because we don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with it, or I don't want anybody to know. I don't want to burden anybody. That I'm a big one. You know, that's a big one for me, rather. I don't want to burden anybody. So we hide it. We hide how we truly feel. And so it becomes heavier, right? It becomes heavier and we become a certain way literally with our attitudes. Like if I hide how I'm feeling and I bury it in and I don't cry it out or tell somebody or something, I'm cranky. I don't want to talk to anybody. I am cranky. I am not someone, that you want to be around. It's just not good. And so definitely doing what we can to surround ourselves in safe environments where we can talk it out, at least for me, that is super duper important. And even like that, to be honest, sometimes I don't, because again, you don't want to be a burden. You don't want to tell anyone because everyone is going through their own thing. So hiding our feelings for so long is not good. And so how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it, and how do you let yourself feel? Right. And so that is how you let yourself feel. At least for me, it is how I let myself feel, by letting myself feel my emotions. That is right. Is letting myself feel by giving myself permission to be human, to have feelings, and to know that, to know, to think, to say, to acknowledge that it's okay not to be okay. And life is not perfect. For nobody. Life is not perfect for anybody. And so it's okay to feel. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay, for you to have to talk to somebody. It's okay for you to decide, I don't want to hide my feelings anymore. Like I'm over it, right? I'm over it. And so how do we do that in a way where it's healthy is the question. That's the question. It's like, how do we do that? How do we, let go of our feelings in a sense, or how we're feeling at that moment in a healthy way, in a healthy, safe environment. For me, is who I talk to. I have people that I feel safe talking to. I have people that look at me and like, what's wrong? Right away, they're like, you okay? What's wrong? I was sitting in the studio the other day and I was not okay that day. And somebody just like said that to me and I'm like, I guess it's all over my face, right? So it's okay not to be okay. And it's definitely meaningful and important to be in safe environments where you're surrounded by people that get to know you to that point where they know that you're not okay, and they give you the opportunity, the ability to be vulnerable and expressing how you're feeling, what's wrong or whatever it is, and ask for that guidance and advice from those people to get you, to pull you out to pull you out of that hole that you're in, pull you out of that mess and get you to a better place. That is definitely important. Even when you are in a certain environment that's maybe making you feel this way every single day, like you have to decide. You have to decide. Nobody can decide it for you. Like, okay, I'm in this environment. This is all I got right now. Like this, it is what it is. What can I do for myself to make me feel better? Or what can I do in this environment where I'm feeling maybe more useful, where I'm feeling like, okay, I mean something, I'm doing something to make this as best of a situation as possible. That's a thing too. Sometimes I know for me in the past, I have felt like powerless, like I had no power, no ability to make a change in different environments. And that didn't make me feel so good. That did not make me feel so good. And so I realized though that I was putting too much pressure on myself by absolutely, needing and wanting to change a situation that was not in my control to change. I was putting way too much pressure on myself, but I was also not giving myself the opportunity to participate in the improvement of that situation in whichever it might be, whatever that would have meant at that time. And so I really had to work on that. Someone said, I prefer to monitor and write how I feel and notice my thinking and judgments that I put on myself. Hence why prayer is so important. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything in prayer first and in writing. I'm a big believer in writing too. Growing up, I've said it before, I used to write a lot, but I never kept it. I used to crumble it and throw it away. I might find something if I look, but I don't know if I have it anymore. So it's very important though, even if it's you and the pen, You, the pen and the paper. That's good too. That is good too. And finding things that help you feel better when you're in that not so good feeling mode, right? What are the things that make you feel better, to get out of that emotional hole? So choose what's best for you. Choosing what is best for you. Last year at around this time, maybe for the past 2 years around this time, it has not been the best feeling emotionally. And so before I didn't know better. So I would put myself in environments that were not good for me, where people were asking me questions that I didn't want to answer, or they were saying inappropriate things, inappropriate for me because I didn't want to hear it at the time, feeling that they didn't understand where I was emotionally. And so I didn't know better. So I was in environments that were not pulling the best out of me, but yet they were pulling the worst out of me as to how I was feeling in that moment. So choosing what is best for you is very important. You get to choose where to go, where not to go, who to be around, who not to be around, what questions to answer, what questions not to answer. That is solely on you, yourself, and myself. That is our responsibility, what we allow versus what we do not allow. Connecting. So that first one was choosing. Now we're in connecting. Connecting is super important. You guys already know I'm all about connecting, community. It's kind of what I do for a living, right? Connect. Who is good for your soul? We talk about connecting and making friends and family and so on, but who is good for your soul? Choosing what's best for you is very important. Yes, it is. Thank you, Sister Marcia. Sister Marcia says she loves my decorative Band-Aid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So choosing who is good for your soul. Not who's good for you. Not who's good for you and who's going to solve your problems and who's going to give you all this money. No. Who is good for your soul? There's a huge difference between talking to people that are good for your soul, that genuinely listen and give you advice and give you peace and comfort and a sense of kind of a sense of I matter. Like, okay, they're really listening and I matter. That's for me like somebody that is good for your soul. Somebody that is not like kind of, rushing you off a conversation or rushing you off a phone call, because they're genuinely listening to how you are feeling or whatever it is that you have to say, because it's important, right? And it's important to you, then it should definitely be important to the person that you are speaking to, that is good for your soul. We live in a time where life is very fast. Microwave life. I'll talk to you on my way to work. I'll talk to you in the car. A few minutes, I gotta go. Texting. Oh my goodness, everything is text message, and it's because it's like that, and it's all texting and microwave conversations and the fast-paced life. It is so important to have that handful of people that are good for your soul, that think like you, that have similarities, that have your similar mindset or similar things that are important to them as well as it is to you. That is super duper duper important. Like that's everything. So connecting with people that are good for your soul. Truth be told, that not all those people that are good for your soul are going to necessarily be your blood family related. It could be complete strangers. It could be, it could be anyone in your community, like whoever you have that trust with, right? Whoever you have that trust with. And sometimes that's not your mom, it's not your father, it's not some people that are super duper close to you that are blood related to you. So I think it's important that we look outside of the box, and really be mindful and open-minded as to who those people are. For me, community, again, I mean, I can be super duper sad and upset and whatever the case is. But if I'm with my kids and I'm, doing our work, and we just did a Christmas party, I just saw a Christmas concert with them not too long ago. If I'm with them, if I'm at church, if I'm here and I'm, with the team, I'm good. That's what fills my soul. Those are people that are good for my soul. And so find those people. find those people. Yes, definitely. Thinking and judgments. I prefer to monitor and write how I feel and notice my thinking and judgments that I put on myself. And yes, exactly. We read that a little while ago. So that is very important. And the other one is communicate. So choose, connect, and communicate. Communication is important because we tend not to communicate. We tend not to communicate, and we keep those, keep our needs to ourselves. We keep our needs to ourselves, and we don't communicate them from fear of they're going to, laugh at me. They're going to get mad, whatever the case is. But if you want something, if you need something and that person doesn't know, those people don't know that you need it, then you can't expect them to know if you haven't told them. So putting your needs out there in a way where you're comfortable in a conversation, like, look, I know we have a family gathering, but I'm not feeling good, or, I'm mentally there and emotionally not there. I just can't do it this year. Whatever it is, giving yourself that space to put your needs out there, respect your needs, have the opportunity for others to respect your needs. You have to respect your own needs first. And then, of course, by sharing those needs, your expectation is that others are going to respect your needs, whatever it is that you are requesting. And if they don't, that's not where you need to be. If you express your needs to a certain person, certain group of people, and they don't respect your needs, they don't respect your boundaries, that is not where you need to be. And it's hard. It's hard. But once you realize that it's not where you need to be, that you're respecting yourself and you're respecting your boundaries, it feels a little bit better the next time. It doesn't feel a little bit better the next time around. So choosing what is best for you, connecting with the people that are good for your soul, and communicating your needs by putting them out there when necessary to whomever necessary, and placing those boundaries that are extremely necessary. I'm sure it's not only in the Latin culture, but in other cultures as well. Respecting boundaries is not a thing. Like, what? We live in a Cuban household. There's like 20 people here. What do you mean, respecting boundaries? And so we're not, it's not something that we're taught. But now when you become an adult and you realize, what boundaries are and the importance of them, it's very important to put those into place for your own sanity, for your own mental and physical and emotional well-being. Very important to place those boundaries. Is it so much to find those people or find that trust? Is it so much to find those people or find that trust? Well, of course, I think it's more than anything, it's finding the trust. If you don't find you can find the people, but you will definitely have to find the trust in those people to be able to talk to them, to communicate, to differentiate if they are good, if you're good for them, or if they're good for you, or if they're good for your soul. Like, there's so many different ways to look at it, right? So definitely is finding the right people that you trust. If you trust them, and if you don't trust them, you have that gut feeling. We all have it. And if you don't trust them, if you have the slightest doubt, then that's not your person. That is definitely not your person. If you're finding out that they're telling other people what you're telling them, and they're sharing information that they shouldn't with other people, that is not your person. That is not your person. So definitely, I think we have to be self-aware, very self-aware. So definitely choose, connect, communicate, and always making sure that you are authentically yourself. You can't be somebody you're not when you're looking for these things that we're talking about, and choosing what's best for you and connecting with those people that are good for your soul. If you're not truly authentically who you are, you will not find it. So definitely don't be somebody that you are not, and know that you're not a burden. A lot of times, I think, especially during this season, we think we are a burden. You're not a burden. I'm not a burden. And if you feel that way, again, if you feel that way in a certain environment that you're in, that's not your environment. You have the right not to feel like a burden anywhere. I don't care if you're at home, with your parents, wherever you are, you are not a burden. And if you do feel like that, you got to go. If anybody makes you feel that way, you got to go. You're not a burden. So, those are things to remember. You don't have to be somebody you're not. You cannot be somebody that you're not. You are not a burden. You are not a burden. And like many others, you're just navigating this thing called life. You are just navigating this thing called life. I'm navigating it. We're learning as we go. It's a process. We haven't graduated yet, and we're doing the best we can with God on our side. And with God on our side, all things are possible, right? All things are possible. And all things are possible for those that believe. All things are possible for those that are called according to his purpose. And for me, that's what changed my life. Finding purpose in my life and what I do, regardless of my disability. It is a part of my purpose. It is not who I am. It doesn't define me, but it's definitely a part of me, and the best part of me at that. And I say that to you now. I said that out loud. I can't believe it, but it is the best part of me, because it's given me purpose, and that is perfectly okay. That is perfectly okay. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys tonight, as we go through this season of giving and the season of this Christmas season. Choosing what is best for yourself, connecting with those good for your soul, and communicate, putting your needs out there in the open. Communicate your needs, communicate what you want, what you don't want, even the way people talk to you, like, excuse me, I'm sorry, please don't say that to me. Don't talk to me. No, but communicate what you want to, or what you're willing to accept or not accept from people. That is very, very important. Not just now, by the way, for the holidays, for Christmas season, but for life. Definitely for life. And for some of us, it might not be the best, absolute best holiday season. Number one, don't compare this season to any other season, because it's all different. But it may not be the brightest, most best season that you want, but baby steps. Think about it as being baby steps towards the holiday that you are longing for. What you expect in the future. I know that this is your time of healing. It's definitely a time of healing, a time of a time maybe where you feel alone. Is definitely a time of healing, because it's just you, mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. It's just you, your faith, God, church. Like, we have to sometimes make it a point to focus on that, to focus on ourselves first before we go anywhere else, or before we can be the best version of ourselves for anybody else. We have to be it for ourselves. So choose what's best for you. Connect with those that are good for your soul, and communicate. Put your needs out there. Don't expect anybody to be a mind reader, because they're not. They're not. So you definitely have to communicate. Is it so much to find the, okay, yeah, we read that. My chat's being a little weird. So yeah, remember, it's not about, finding the people per se, but definitely finding that trust, people that you can trust, because we can be surrounded by people and still be lonely. That's a thing. You can be surrounded by people and still be lonely. Let's not be that person. So hope that helps somebody. It did definitely help me in analyzing it and reading it, to choose to connect and to communicate. It definitely 3 things that I strongly believe have helped me to be the best version of me, and help me become who I have become, and even professionally in what I do today. So hope that helps somebody. We're going to go ahead and get back to our medley de coritos as we continue to celebrate the beginning of this Christmas weekend. Super excited. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out. I hope you guys like it.
Oh, siento que el Espíritu Santo se está derramando en mi corazón, y que una nube de fuego se está derramando en mi corazón. se está derramando en mi corazón, y que una nube de fuego se está derramando en mi corazón. Pon tus manos juntos en esta tarde y alégrate en el Señor. A ver, cantemos. Y este corito es para alabar a Dios. Y si tú le alabas también, siente lo mismo que yo. Y este corito es para alabar a Dios. Y si tú le alabas también, siente lo mismo que yo. Siento que el Espíritu Santo se está derramando en mi corazón, y que una nube de fuego se está derramando en mi corazón. Y este corito es para alabar a Dios. Y si tú le alabas también, siente lo mismo que yo. Oh, este corito es para alabar a Dios. Y si tú le alabas también, siente lo mismo que yo. Siento que el Espíritu Santo se está derramando en mi corazón, y que una nube de fuego se está derramando en mi corazón. Y si le alabas, si le alabas, si le alabas al Señor también te gozas. Si le alabas, si le alabas, si le alabas al Señor también te gozas. Si le alabas, si le alabas, si le alabas al Señor también te gozas. No temas, yo te redimí, yo te puse nombre nuevo, mío eres. Cuando pases por las aguas, y yo contigo estaré. Y por el río no te anegarás, cuando pases por el fuego no te quemarás, y la llama arderá en ti, porque soy tu Salvador. ¿Cuántos pueden dar un grito de júbilo en esta tarde? La presencia de Dios está aquí, amén. Con tus manos. Y en el principio el Espíritu de Dios se movía sobre las aguas. Y en el principio el Espíritu de Dios se movía sobre las aguas. Y pero ahora se está moviendo dentro de mi corazón. Y pero ahora se está moviendo dentro de mi corazón. Y cuando el pueblo del Señor alaba a Dios, suceden cosas maravillosas. Y cuando el pueblo del Señor alaba a Dios, suceden cosas maravillosas. Hay sanidad, liberación, se siente la bendición. Hay sanidad, liberación, se siente la bendición. Digo, pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Que yo quiero servirte con amor. Pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Oh, pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Que yo quiero servirte con amor. Pon aceite en mi lámpara, Señor. Señor Jesús, tú eres mi vida. Señor Jesús, tú eres mi amor. Salvaste mi alma perdida, por eso te alabo con el corazón. Salvaste mi alma perdida, por eso te alabo con el corazón, con el corazón, con el corazón. A ver, ¿cuántos aquí quieren más del Señor en esta tarde? Ven, queremos más de ti, Señor. Ven, Señor, ven, Señor. Hay gozo en la casa. Saturan el Señor, con tu espíritu. Satúrame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Satúrame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Satúrame, Señor, con tu espíritu. Oh, y déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor aquí en mi corazón, Señor. Y déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor aquí en mi corazón. Dile al Señor en este día: satúrame, Señor, con tu espíritu. 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 Oh, y déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor aquí en mi corazón, Señor. Oh, y déjame sentir el fuego de tu amor. Y si le alabas al Señor, si le alabas, si le alabas, si le alabas al Señor, también te gozas. Si le alabas, si le alabas.
Everywhere
Who you gonna tell? We're gonna tell somebody. You gotta tell somebody and tell that somebody to tell somebody else. Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ was born. The reason for the season. The reason for the season.
Let it snow. Let it snow. Outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, 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 let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it pour down, pour down. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Why don't you let it snow? When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and we're still as long as you love me so. I wanna take you in my arms and never let go, never let you go. Let it snow, 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 let it snow. I'm dreaming, I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Oh yeah, in a winter wonderland, wonderland. Let it snow. Ring the jingle bells all the way. Let it snow, let it snow. Everyone on this Christmas night. Let it snow, let it snow. As long as you love me so, won't you let it snow?
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. What better way to get in the Christmas spirit than awesome music, awesome songs that we don't really hear. We don't really hear at all, only during this time. So definitely beautiful songs to get you in that Christmas spirit. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We have reached towards the end of Yes with Yesse this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much, everyone that has joined on Facebook and YouTube family all over the globe. Thank you so much for joining another episode of Yes with Yesse. It's greatly appreciated. I want to invite you to definitely subscribe to New Season Gospel FM. Subscribe so that you never ever miss a beat and you stay informed of all the upcoming shows and activities and everything that we have to offer across New Season Gospel FM and New Season Worship Center, our home church. So again, want to invite you guys to come out and join us this Christmas Eve Sunday at 10 a.m. It's going to be a beautiful time, followed by breakfast as well. So I want to invite you to come join us, 4660 North University Drive, Lauderhill, Florida, 33351. And of course, please support your favorite station. Support your favorite station. Know that it's not just about, the radio in the literal physical sense. It's a ministry, guys. It's a ministry. It's a global ministry that the we get to use this New Season Gospel FM radio to reach the masses, to reach so many, our children over in Kenya that also definitely need our support. So please support your favorite gospel station, support our awesome ministry. Ways to give are scrolling across the screen. Everything counts. All amount counts. No amount is too small. And so ways to give is Cash App $ New Season WC, Cash App $ New Season WC, and Zelle 954-536-1821, Zelle 954-536-1821. And of course, there's so many other ways to give. You can use PayPal, and you can also mail us a check to our address as mentioned before. So definitely there's different ways that you can give, and your support is always greatly appreciated. So on that note, I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. It's going to be an awesome time. Please support your station. I look forward to seeing you guys, not next week, because we will not be here next week, but the following for the new year. We will see you guys again for the new year. And of course, join us on New Year's Eve here in New Season as we welcome the new year 2024 in the house of the Lord. So remember Christmas Eve service, and then of course New Year's Eve service. We will be right here at New Season Worship Center to welcome the new year. So definitely look forward to seeing you all before the end of 2023. That's going to be another awesome time as well. Wouldn't miss it for the world. So remember to choose what's best for you. Connect with those that are good for your soul, and communicate your needs and put them out there this holiday season and beyond the holidays. Let's make that a habit to communicate, and know that you are not alone, that you do not have to live and do this thing called life alone ever. So on that note, I'm going to play that last song, one of my favorite songs. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next coming days for Christmas and New Year's. And then of course, God's willing, see you all over again for the new year 2024, which we claim is going to be an amazing year. So blessings to everyone. And I pray that you have an amazing holiday season, that you have an amazing Christmas, amazing New Year's. If we don't communicate again until then, many blessings, and may God see God sees your heart. He knows your heart. He knows what you long for, what you're asking for. So pray to him, open your heart, open your mouth, claim with your mouth, and it shall be so. So on that note, have a blessed rest of your day, week, Christmas, New Year's, and I look forward to seeing you guys all over again on the new year, if not before then. Have an amazing rest of your day, and here is one more song to take us out.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of a dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder break a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the slave is our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us bless His holy name. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night